for you, you have been told what you offer is nothing, or someone has ever told you that you are too small to offer anything, or even whatever you contribute, if for you feels like doesn't count, or it is too small, it does not make any impact, or even looking at yourself, you feel like there is nothing you can offer the world, there's nothing you can offer your team, there's nothing you can offer the company, or there's nothing you can offer your church. Today we want to bring you a story that you have heard probably for many times, or you have read about it, and that is the story of feeding the 5,000, where we see that we know the whole story, have memorized the story, but today I want to focus on to the young boy in the story. This young boy, as we read the story, he did not come ready to offer his bread and fish. The young boy did not come ready to offer his meal to a crowd of 5,000 plus people. His meal was only for himself, and it was just not, it could have been not even good enough for just himself. In fact, the kind of food we talk about, the Bible talks about in John chapter 6, verse 8, when it says, one of these disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, said to him, there is a boy here who has 5 berry loaves and 2 fish. Now, berry loaves, that was bread for the poor people. That is, rich people normally ate wheat bread. Now, berry was for the poor. Now, this boy, he's carrying food for the poor people. In his mind and in his thinking, he had not planned that he would be opening up his container or opening up his lunch box to 5,000 plus people. His contribution was too small and poor quality. That's the reality, that in his contribution, it was too small to feed 5,000 plus people. It is like nothing. Whether you have it or not, it would not matter. But also it was poor quality bread. It would be like, who wants to eat poor quality food? Or even if we think about ourselves, sometimes you only want to share your food when it is good food. You only want to share your meal when it is a good meal. No one wants to share a poor quality meal or meal for a low people. Even if the poor here in Uganda, even if you're a poor person and you're inviting some people over to your house for a meal, you want to prepare the best. You want to prepare nice food, high class food. But here, this guy is offering what is poor quality, what is cheap, what is for the lowest, and is simply just not enough, but it is equal to nothing. But nevertheless, we see Jesus takes that meal and makes it so much to feed 5,000 plus people. I want us to imagine this guy, how he would have felt when he's holding that small 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, and he's holding them like this and offering them to Jesus. But Jesus' goal is to use it to feed all these people. He would feel like he's nothing. He could feel his food is nothing. But before the Lord, he had a treasure. Before Jesus, it is a meal that saved 5,000 men. It is a meal that even had leftovers to feed so many other people. Now for you, you may be sitting on your talent, you may be sitting on your gifting, you may be sitting on the resources that God has given you, thinking they are too small, thinking you are not good enough, thinking your talent is not good enough, thinking you are not big enough, thinking you are not grown up enough, thinking you are still waiting for a degree, thinking you are still waiting for so much money to be a blessing to others. But today I want to encourage you that the time is now. Just as the young boy opened up his lunchbox to so many people, maybe for you, you are also just gonna open up that what you think is little and poor quality, and you will see how much the Lord can use it for. This guy's meal fed 5,000 men. It is nothing he had dreamt about. It is nothing he had thought is possible. But Jesus took it and made it do the impossible. Jesus can do that for you too. Maybe it's just you offering your time. Maybe today it is you offering your knowledge and wisdom God has given you. Maybe it's just offering a conversation that you felt having it would not make sense, would not matter. I want to encourage you, what you carry matters. And you matter as an individual. What you have in you matters. And all you have to do is to say, here is it, Lord, may you use it. And you just have to submit it before Jesus, and you'll be blown away by how much it can accomplish. Today, be encouraged to offer up whatever you have, and Jesus will use it for His glory. In fact, the end of that story, verse 14, we see the people saying, when they are all filled, they are affirming who Jesus is. But it was because of this young man's offering that in verse 14, people are saying, this indeed is a prophet. Jesus was glorified when poor quality food from a young boy who would not be counting made it count, when He was glorified by so many people who noticed who He was because of the boy's sacrifice. Your sacrifice, your offering, whatever you have in you can count in the kingdom of God. Offer it to a great God, and He will use it for great purposes. May the Lord bless you, and thank you for watching.